Gerard, and you can see the wind out here still howling. In fact, earlier today, there was a pole right here in this intersection that remained there for hours. Watch as crews right now try to work and solve some of those issues. You can see the lights at this intersection also out too. Just one of the many issues caused today by this incredible wind. And boy, did we have pictures of damage just flood into our newsroom. Take a look at some of this video and picture right now across our valley. Violent wind snapped a traffic light pole earlier, as you can see right here at this intersection of West Charleston and Torrey Pines. The gusts also took down a giant screen at the drive-in theater in North Las Vegas as it collapsed into the road. And watch as Metro officers were forced to direct traffic near Spencer and Warm Springs intersection after street lights went dark over there. And firefighters also mentioned that that could happen at several locations, they say, up until 4 a.m. And neighbors in that previous area of Warm Springs and Spencer say they were without electricity for hours. Trees throughout dozens of neighborhoods uprooted, including one in Summerlin. And also Jerry and her roommate Dave, we went and visited them there because, get this, the storm tore through their backyard wall, tearing bricks to shreds. Las Vegas Fire also mentioned, as you can see right here, look at just that damage that poor wall suffered.
I was over in the corner on my back turned. It sounded like a firecracker or a gunshot went off. I turned around and looked, and the wall's gone. Where the hell did the wall go?
And I'm from Chicago, and they got all the snow up there. I'm laughing at them. Oh, we'll probably get 5 raindrops with this. We got a collapsed wall.
And back out here live, you know, Las Vegas Fire and Rescue also mentioned an incident with a bouncy house that was flung up to the roof of another house with children still inside. Now, luckily, according to officials, they were all okay once they were rescued, but just an idea of how powerful this wind truly is. Reporting live off of Charleston and Torrey Pines, Lauren Clark with the CW Las Vegas. Back to you guys.
Starting Tuesday, there will be 1,000 second dose appointments a day at Cashman Center, taking off some of the pressure from the convention center. That is the Southern Nevada Health District's only other site providing the follow-up shot at this time. Kenya Leon received her second Pfizer shot Wednesday when technical issues kept people in line for hours.
I kind of wasn't feeling well because it was just a lot of impact. It was hot that day. We're kind of in spring now, I feel like. And so I kind of left and just took a break and decided I would come back later.
The therapist, considered an essential worker, is glad to hear the convention center is now appointment only.
I feel that they would have been able to have the expectation of the crowd and who was going to be there and kind of have staffing appropriately.
That will also be the case at Cashman, where people can get their first and second dose shots.
We tried some walk-ups, we took some walk-ups, and we made a little progress there, but it was highly problematic. When everybody showed up for their appointments, those walk-ups had 4 to 5 hour waits, and that's just unacceptable. It's not an operational result that we want our customers to have.
Leon hopes this new appointment-only process will also benefit older folks in line.
Just folks being out in the sun, medical fragile folks, older folks.
The health district says having no walk-ins should help speed up the wait.
We ask people to be patient with us. We're doing the best we can. We've brought in even staff from all over the country that aren't familiar with the processes here.
They predict wait times at both Cashman and the convention center will be about 1 hour and 15 minutes. Leon, who waited nearly 4 hours for hers when she went back, says she's glad she waited.
Having experienced loss because of this pandemic, I believe that, a few hours of irritation could save my life or somebody else's. I think it's absolutely worth it.
Starting Monday, restaurants and bars will be able to raise capacity to 35%. And some restaurant owners here in the Las Vegas Valley tell me that's okay. It's progress, and it gives them time to adjust and purchase food for increased capacity come March 15th.
Hello, reservation? 35% means something to us here at Lola's in Summerlin.
It's a breath of fresh air for the Louisiana kitchen chef owner Lola Picorni. While capacity increases inside, outdoor dining will have no specific limit as long as they adhere to social distance guidelines.
That lends a lot of room for a lot of places to be able to perform what they need to do at the capacity they need to start actually making money at.
The gradual capacity increase plan announced by Governor Sisolak also allows kitchens to prepare by bringing in more staff and product.
For the scratch kitchens, it's very important because we don't sit with a lot of things in a freezer. We do a lot of fresh ingredients, and most of the restaurants are doing that now.
For Chef Dan Thompson, owner of D'Agostino's Trattoria, increasing capacity means being able to fill 2 more seats for bigger families.
There's some families we haven't seen in a long time because they wanted to come in and we told them they had to split up, and they didn't want to do that. They want to sit together.
As chefs prepare for a busy Valentine's weekend, Chef Thompson keeps one goal in mind.
I'm hoping we'll be at 50% by Mother's Day, at least. That's our next big business day, biggest business day of the year.
Until then, it's business as usual, bringing families together one meal at a time. In Las Vegas, Alexis Gorey, News 3.